Welcome, new YouTube video, new lesson. We are going to discuss higher time frame bias plus narrative, and we are going to show what a break of structure is and what a fake break of structure also is, which is very important though. I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and definitely ask your questions in the comment section so I can go over all of them and answer them to the best of my ability. I do have my own Telegram channel where I share free market updates, trade recaps, trade case studies, trade setups. So definitely good to join it. It's completely free, pure educational purposes only. So it could help you tremendously in your trading journey. Right, let's jump into the charts and let's show the examples and go over them. We don't have to overcomplicate things. We can make it very simple because market structure is very simple. Let's assume we have bearish market structure. We have a high and we have a low. Price comes up, creates a lower high. Price comes down, creates a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And suddenly price creates a higher high. And what do we call this, right? This is when we are bearish overall. Price breaks previous market structure. But is this a sweep? Is this a fake one? We don't know, right? So we call this a change of character. I personally just named this a BOS, break of structure, but I can imagine that a change of character can a little bit more clearer into your own analysis. But then again, we create a higher low and we create a higher high. Now we can say that market structure has shifted from bearish to bullish. And now the best way to look at the market is for buys because we are currently in a bullish trend. And this is what we do on the daily time frame, 4-hour time frame, sometimes the hourly, because everything that's within, we search for liquidity. 15-minute breaks of structure are holding not too much significance in my opinion. I use them to my ability, I use them as liquidity so I can target other traders, right? But let's keep it simple and clean today. So how can we define when something becomes a lower high and a lower low? We define that by a break of structure. So when structure is stepping down and price is breaking previous market structure, we can call this a break of structure. Then price comes up all the way into a POI, an order block, or a demand zone, supply zone, and price starting to trade down again, and we break the previous low. We call that a lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is just the basic of what market structure really is. We have this also, of course, in a bullish scenario where we have a low in the market, a high. We create a lower high, we create a higher high because we have a break of structure. Price comes up, comes down again, creates a lower high, comes all the way up, creates a higher high by breaking the previous structure, then comes down, lower high, higher high because we broke previous market structure, and then price turns all the way and takes this low out. This could be a liquidity grab, this could be a news event, we don't know. So we call this a potential break of structure, or in other words, a change of character, where price is changing the characteristics of what it's showing us. But then again, price makes a lower low, lower high, and now price suddenly makes a lower low. If price decides to push up again, now we can call this a fake break of structure. And these are the areas where I like to enter. But that's another story. You can watch my other YouTube video on liquidity, where I show exactly where my entry is at and how my game plan is and what my confirmations are. So now let's jump into the chart. We're on Euro US dollar and we are on the daily time frame. And what we easily can see, pretty easy, right, is that we have, let's say we have a low in the market. We have a low, create a break of structure. So we have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and now suddenly we get this last break of structure. So we have the last higher high and we break previous market structure. So what do we create? A change of character in market structure. Price comes up again, creates a lower high, creates a lower low, creates a lower high, and so as we can see, price is stepping down towards the downside. And this is pretty interesting because now, currently, price action on the daily is showing that we are currently stepping up, right? We had a change of character over here. To make it very clear for you guys to understand it, how it works, we have a change of character. Price does another bullish break of structure over here. Like this. So now the change of character is confirmed. Because what also could have been happening is that price decided to rocket down. Then we could say that this was a liquidity grab and price just wanted to rocket down. So we call this a fake break of structure in some sense. Very important, right? But now we got it confirmed because we have a low, we have a high, we have a lower high, and we have a higher high. So price has confirmed that it might want to step up bullish. And this is honestly all that you need to create a bias. So what is the best option for now? What are the best trade ideas currently to look for? Longs, because market structure, the higher time frame narrative shows us that price potentially wants to push up higher. Where higher, we don't know. Will it make a weekly break of structure over here? We don't know. But all that we need to know is where price currently is and how we can take an advantage of where price is. So now it's waiting for price to make a lower high and a higher high. And what we very often see is that price steps down on the 15-minute, creates liquidity, sweep that liquidity, give that change of character, higher low. And this is where we look for entries to push all the way and create that new break of structure. And if you follow this market structure, you're making sure that you're not counter trading the market. And counter trading, you can do it. I mean, very loads of people are trading that way, but you have to understand that you're going against the trend. And as many famous traders have said, the trend is your friend. So keep on trading with the daily and 4-hour bias. If we put this chart on the 4-hour, right, we can also see that there are a little bit more wicks thrown around and it's a little bit more messy. So from a daily perspective, we know that this is our low. This is our low and this is our high. So all we do is waiting for price to step down to create that new higher high. And this is honestly what higher time frame narrative is and how you can create a very strong bias within the market. Now let's discuss how we can find fake break of structures into the market, and that comes down to liquidity. And I do have a fair amount of videos already made based upon liquidity, so definitely have a look at that as well, because that will help you tremendously with understanding what liquidity is and how you can take that and use it to your own advantage. But what we clearly can see, and this is where I'm a little bit curious if price will hold this bullish market structure, I'm not too sure. But what we can see if we delete all this stuff is that we have a massive area of resistance over here that we have taken out currently. And when we see these kind of buildup of liquidity, what we very often see is that price grabs it and creates a fake break of structure in this case, and then price starts to melt all the way down. If it's correct for now, I don't know, because it's current price action, I cannot predict the market. But let's see if we push price a little bit more back into the previous areas where we can see this stuff happening, right? So let's assume we are currently trading within this area. And if we're following the market structure, we have a high, low, high, low. Price comes in, does not create a low, but what are we doing? We are creating a bullish break of structure, so to say, change of character. Let's put it on the chart, let's make it clean. Let's say that we have our first change of character over here, but what we very often see is it's a liquidity grab Price grabs the liquidity from these highs, because what is resting over here? Well, you can see it already. There is a support resistance area. We grab the liquidity and price moves down and creates a new bearish break of structure. And this is how you can spot on see fake break of structure in the market. And you have to go very deep into the backtesting, very deep into to find these kind of entries, to backtest it, to find where the fake breaks of structures are. But if you can identify where liquidity areas are, then you can identify where a potential fake break of structure is. So for tomorrow, within the London session, we might see sales pushing towards the downside. So if I can see a bearish reaction from here, and I can see, for example, the first initial change of character on the 4 hour, right? Because we have a low, high, lower high, higher high. If we break this, we have that change of character. And because we have taken out that massive liquidity area, this could be a very nice indication when everybody is still looking for longs that I can short and take all those buyers out. All right, I hope you like this video. Again, hit the subscribe button if you want to watch more of these videos. We don't have to overcomplicate things. There will be way more content on the way about liquidity, about breaks of structures, market structure, whatever I do, and the way I trade. But definitely, if you have questions, put them in the comment section. Happy to go over them and answer them. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and definitely join my free Telegram channel where I share free value for you guys. All right, thanks for watching, and I see you on to the next video. Cheers!